Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos, and if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you guys who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So guys, today what I would like to do is show you how I made my butterfly stitch beanie. As I told you, it really is just a little bit of a spin-off of a traditional beanie, and you just have to know how to create the butterfly pattern. All right, so in a previous video, I showed you this pattern, and I showed it to you in conjunction with a shout out to Priscilla at Distinctive Crochet, where she had done a drop stitch hat on her Addy machine, or I'm sorry, her Central machine. And I did mine on an Addy, and then went ahead and did a crocheted version of a similar type of design. And this was the hat right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is add the second camera on and just show you guys the point at which I did the design for the butterfly pattern, which is right in here. Okay. Okay, guys, so the materials that you're going to need for this project include worsted weight yarn, a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook or USI. You're going to need a yarn needle, and you're going to need a pair of scissors. All right, so let's get started. Okay, guys, I am back. So I'd like to show you what I have so far. I've already done the crown of my beanie, okay? And now what I want to do is get to the point where I'm ready to do this right here, okay? So we're going to do our openings and we're going to do our chains so that we can get this really beautiful effect here. All right. So as you see, it takes up 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds in order for us to do this particular pattern. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it. Here, what I've done is I started out with 10. I increased it until I got to 60. And then I did 2 more rounds of no increases with just the 60 stitches. And I did all double crochet. All right. So now we're ready to do our design. So I'm just going to chain 2, and I'll put a double crochet in this same spot that I did that chain 2. And now I'm just going to do 25 stitches around, not including that first stitch there, so 24 more, okay? Just like that. I'm going to meet you guys back once I have completed my 25 stitches and we're ready to do the opening and the beginning of our butterfly stitch. Okay, guys, I am back. I have completed 25 double crochets. I am now ready to do the first round of my butterfly stitch pattern. So I'm going to chain 10. All right, so now we're going to count over 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to put a double crochet in stitch number 11. All right, so now what we're going to do is just continue on with double crochets until we get around to this very last one, and I'll be back when I am ready to join. Okay, guys, so I have now completed 25 double crochets. I am ready to join. And what I'm doing here is, as you recall, I did a chain 2, and then I put a double crochet in the same stitch. So I'm not going to join to the chain 2. I'm going to join to the double crochet with a slip stitch. What that does is it gives me a neater join, and I really like that join a lot better. All right, so now the next round we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to chain 2. We're going to do 25 double crochet. Then we're going to chain 10. We're going to skip over the chains, and then we're going to do 25 more. So I will show that to you, and I will be back once I have completed my first 25 double crochet. All right, and now we're just going to skip over all of these chains, and we're going to put a double crochet beginning in this first double crochet right here. All right, so now we're just going to go on and continue with 25 more double crochet, and then we're going to join to the first double crochet, not the chain 2. All right, and we're going to repeat this until we have completed 2 more. So we need to get to 4 chains total. Okay, so I will meet you back when I am ready to do chain number 4 going across. All right, so just continue to repeat this second round with 25 double crochet, chain 10, skip over the chain 10 from the previous row, and then 25 more double crochet, and I will meet you back. Okay, guys, I just thought that I would pop in and show you what it should look like when you've got the second one done. All right, so this is where you should be. I'm going to go ahead and do another round, and I'll pop back in once I have completed that one. Okay, guys, this is where you should be once you have done the space rows or rounds 3 times. All right, so we need to do this one more time. And this time, what will happen is I will meet you when I have done the first 25 double crochets and I'm ready to do the chain 10, because we're going to do something a little different on this round. Okay, so I will meet you back. Just do 25 double crochets and I will meet you back. Okay, guys, so I am back. I am on the 4th round where I'm doing my chains. And this time, instead of chaining 10, we're going to chain 5. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up all of these chains that we have done from the previous rounds. Okay, so we're just going to go underneath and we're going to do a single crochet to join them and just bring it through all of them. Okay, now we're going to chain 5 again. All right, and now we're just going to go right to this very first double crochet, and we're going to begin to do our remaining double crochets for the round. There we go. And we're just going to keep going. Okay, so now this is what it looks like. If you can see, now we have our little butterfly effect. All right, so I want you guys to just continue to do your double crochets, the remaining 25 double crochets to get back to the beginning. Join with a slip stitch to the beginning double crochet, and then I will meet you back. Okay, guys, I am back. So you can see this is the back of the work here where we've done our joins. This is the front of the work or side of the work, whichever you guys want to have as that. And you can see how our butterfly is now taking shape. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to begin so that we can do another butterfly. All right, so we're just going to go right back to doing what we did before, which was 25 double crochet, chain 10, skip over this, and then just connect to the next double crochet, and then do another 25 double crochet. We're going to do that 3 times. Okay, so we did that here, here, and here, and then the very last one we did the chain 5, a single crochet to join it together, chain 5, and then continued. Okay, so I will come back after each round so that you can see what your piece should look like. Okay, all right, so for this one we're just going to do a 25 double crochet, chain 10, skip 10, and then 25 double crochet. All right, I will meet you back. Okay, guys, so I am now right at the middle where I am ready to do my next butterfly. And so what we're going to do here is chain 10, all right, and then we're going to skip over this section here. I'm going to put a double crochet in the very first one here. And now we are ready to continue. I will meet you back once I have completed this so you can see it. Okay, guys, now I am back. So now you can see this begins our new butterfly right here. And we're just going to repeat the same thing we did here. Here we had stitches, but for this, we're just going to continue to do the same thing so that we can get the butterfly. Okay, so let's go ahead and complete, and I will meet you back at the end of the next round so that you can see the progress and what yours should look like. I am back, guys. I have completed one more round. So now we have 2. I have 2 more to go, and I will meet you back at the end of the next round. Okay, guys, one more round, and you can see we now have 3. We're going to be ready to close up and make our butterfly wings on the next one. So I will meet you when I'm ready to do that portion right in here. Okay, so I will meet you back. Okay, guys, I am back, and I am now ready to go ahead and connect these chains here. So we're going to do a chain of 5. We're going to do a single crochet to connect them all together. And then we're going to do another chain of 5. Get some more yarn here. And now we're going to go ahead and connect here with double crochets and continue to do our 25 double crochets and connect it back to the beginning here. All right, so I will meet you back once I have gotten here at the end of this round. All right. Okay, guys, so I have completed the round. Let's take a look and see what it looks like on the other side. All right, so now we have 2 beautiful butterflies that we have created. Isn't that awesome, guys? Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to kind of figure out how we want to finish and complete our beanie. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do another round. I will meet you when I am right at this point right here. So instead of doing double crochets though, I'm gonna do half doubles, okay? So we're gonna start here and we're gonna chain 1 instead of 2, and then I'm gonna do a half double here, all right? And then I'm going to go all the way around with half doubles, and I will meet you once I have done 25 half double crochets, all right? We'll be right at the point where our butterfly is right here, okay? Okay, guys, so I am back, and I actually stopped one stitch before we got to the section where we had our butterfly previously. Now what I want to do is I want to build a solid bit of crochet stitches going across here, and I kind of wanted to mimic and be the same height as my half double crochets that I have here. Now I noticed that when I do foundation stitches, my stitches are taller than my other stitches, and so instead of doing a foundation half double crochet here, I'm going to do a foundation single crochet here. All right, so this is how we're going to do it. The very last stitch right here, we're going to do a foundation half double. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through one, and then pull through two. That pull through one gives you your foundation chain. All right, so now the next one, I know I just did a half double here, but I'm not going to do a half double. I'm going to do 10 single foundation stitches going across. All right, so to do a single foundation stitch, you're going to just go into the where you did that chain, and you just pull through the one. You just go under those two just like that, and you yarn over and you pull out, then you yarn over, you pull through one, and then yarn over and pull through the two. All right, so then that gives you another chain to build on. All right, so let's do that again. That was one. All right, so go under the two, and you can guide it with your hand if that's what you need to do. So this is number two. Gonna pull out, okay, yarn over, pull through one, yarn over, pull through two. All right, so that's two. All right, so let's do it again. This is number three. All right, this one is going to be number four. Just going under these loops where I did my chain, and I did the one. This is five. So I went in here. Now I got to go in there. Yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through one, yarn over, pull through the last ones, okay? This is six. Okay. So that was six. This is seven. Okay, this is eight. Okay, this is nine. And this is 10. This is the last one. Okay, so now we're ready to connect it here. All right. So now I'm going to yarn over because I'm ready to do my half doubles, and I'm going to connect it right here. Okay. Now, you notice how in doing that, these stitches are about the same length and height as these. I just happen to notice that if your stitches kind of end up like that as well, you can do this little hack by just altering and adjusting in order to get the right height for your stitches. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I just did one, so now I have 24 more half double crochets to get around to my beginning here. All right, so I'll do a few and then I will meet you guys back. Okay, so let's do a few half double crochets. The way we do the half double crochet is we yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull out of the stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, I'll do it again. Yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull out of the stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, once again, go in, pull out, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, so I will meet you back once I have completed the remaining for this 25 and I'm ready to connect. Okay guys, I am back. I am now ready to connect and I'm just going to connect it to this very first half double crochet. Just go into this the top 2 loops of the stitch. Yarn over and pull through all of them. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so now here we are. This is the way the front of our stitches look. And remember, we did half double crochets here for this round, with the exception of this area right here where we did foundation single crochet stitches to try to make sure that we got the same height. All right, so the next thing is, you know, we have this beautiful butterfly. And so, what are we going to do and how are we going to make this look really, really nice and pretty? Why don't we do some eyelets? All right, so let's try doing some eyelid stitches. We're going to begin here by chaining 2. All right, and we're going to do a double crochet. We're going to chain 1. We're going to skip this next stitch right here, and then we're going to put a double crochet in the next one. All right, and we're going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next one. And we're going to do that all the way around until we get back to the beginning. All right, I will meet you back once we get to the beginning. Okay, guys, I am back. I am back at the beginning. I've already done my double crochet here and chain 1. Now I'm going to connect it to this first double crochet right here with a slip stitch. And for some reason, it does not want to go. Okay, there we go. All right, so that gives a very beautiful beginning. But again, it's still not finished yet. And the reason it's not really finished yet is because we need to give this edge right here just a little bit more strength to it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go around the whole entire edge with a single crochet. And I think in doing that, it's going to make it look so, so beautiful. All right. So now we're going to chain 1. I'm going to put a single crochet in this very first stitch here. All right. And then we're going to put a single crochet in the space and the next stitch. All right. And we're simply going to, sorry guys, I moved my camera. And so we're simply going to just continue to put a single crochet in the space and a single crochet in the stitch all the way around, space and stitch. Okay, space and stitch. And in doing that, it gives a very nice finish. All right, So I will meet you guys back once we have completed that and you are almost done with your beanie. All right, so I'll meet you back. All right, guys, I have now gotten back to the very beginning. So what we're going to do here is we're going to connect it to our very first single crochet, but instead of connecting it with a slip stitch to go in front, I'm going to connect it a different way so that it gives a nicer finish on the outer portion. So I'm going to make this loop a little big, and I'm going to actually go in this stitch from behind. Okay, now I'm going to pick up the loop and I'm just going to bring it through to the back of my work. Okay, now if you notice when you do that, it gives a much better finish to the piece, so you don't have an extra loop that's kind of in the front. All right, so now my loop is in the back here, and I'm simply going to just yarn over and bring through. All right, and now I'm ready to cut this, and I'm ready to weave in my ends. Okay, guys, so I've already yarned over and pulled through. So now I can just take this and just pull it like that. My knot is secure, but it's on the underside, so it's not visible. So now all we have to do is weave in our ends. Okay, guys, so to weave in the ends, we just need a yarn needle, and you're just going to feed the end of your yarn through the eye of the needle, and you're going to look at the underside of your work, and you're going to try to just go underneath those stitches there. All right, and you're just going to tunnel your work underneath your stitches. And then pull through. And it just gives a really nice, beautiful finish to your work. You can tunnel as much of your tail as you want to. What you want to do though is try really hard not to pull it, so that you're not pulling at your stitches when you do that. I'm going to go just a little more. All right. And now I had a lot of excess, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And then we need to not forget that we had a center when we did the beginning of. If you have not finished that part, you need to do that as well. So I'm going to show you the finished hat with everything done. I'll be right back. So guys, I hope you enjoyed making this crochet butterfly beanie with me. If you decide to make one for yourself, then by all means, please send me a photo or leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Here it is right here. Really, really fun to make and absolutely fun to wear also. All right, so continue to be mindful, continue to be healthy, and by all means, be crafty every day, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.